This is the book of Job, chapter 9, verse 24. It's written, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 1, and verses 4. Proverbs chapter 1 and verses 3. And it reads, to receive the instruction of wisdom, justice, and judgment, and equity, to give subtlety to the simple, to the young man knowledge and discretion. A wise man will hear and will increase learning, and a man of understanding shall attain unto wise counsel. To understand the proverb and the interpretation, the words of the wise and the dark saying. Verse 7, Proverbs 1 and 7. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. But fools despise wisdom and instruction. God, with that we say our praises, glory, honor, power be unto the Most High Yahweh, and we do so through Yahawashi Mashiach, the one that the whole world called naively and ignorantly what Jesus Christ. So shalom to the brother, the sister out there, the brother doing the work of the Most High. Alright, and before going any further, we say onto YouTube, disclaimer, YouTube, the music in the background, if you hear the music in the background, YouTube is not our music. We do not order music, and we are not playing the music, alright? YouTube disclaimer, if you hear music in the background, it's not our music. We do not order music, and we are not playing the music, okay? Alright, you already know, alright? Alright? So, let's go right here. I'm going to go in the book of Apocrypha, right? Bear with me. I'm going to go in the book of Apocrypha. All right? I want to go in the book of Apocrypha quick. Bear with me. Alright, let's go in the book of Apocrypha quick. I'm going to go in the book of Apocrypha. And I'm going to go to Apocrypha chapter 39. Let's get to it. I'm going to go to the book of Ecclesiastes or Sirach. Sirach 39. Alright, let's go to Sirach chapter 39. Alright? Let's read it from here. We're going to read it from verse 26. Right? Alright? Let's just read it from verses 24. It says, as his way are plain unto the holy. So the way of the Most High are plain unto the righteous brother, unto the righteous sister. Right? Keep that in mind. Right? The way of the Most High, right, are plain before the righteous. The brother and the sister that keep the law, the commandment of the Most High, they understand the Bible. They do understand what they read. Well, somebody break it down to them, they don't understand it. Let's continue. He said, so are there stumbling blocks unto the wicked. So you got to keep in mind, all right? You got to keep in mind, brother. So if there be a brother or sister, right, that don't understand what the Bible's saying, guess what? It's because they're wicked. All right? You got to understand. There's no need to get mad. There's no need to cry, to get into your skin, under your skin. Don't do that, all right? You got to keep in mind. That's the main reason why we want you to amend your way. You got to change your way. The way you eat, the way you live, the way, you know, everything you do, you got to change. You got to make changes, all right? We all have to make changes as a nation. The so-called blacks, Latino, and Native, we are, because we see a lot of evil happening to our people, right? Right? We see a lot of evil happening to our people. You got to keep that in mind, all right? He said, so are there stumbling blocks unto the wicked. For the good are good things created, right? For the good are good things created from the beginning. So evil things for sinners. So you got to understand, the evil thing, the Most High set it up for the wicked, the sinner, all right? All right, that's why they don't break down for you when you go to worship your son. When you go to Sunday worship, right? The day you go worship your son, when you go worship the son with your pastor, with your priest, and you go with your friend, your mother, whatever, guess what? They don't break this down for you, right? You got to understand. I'm going to go back onto it, all right? It says, so evil thing for sinner. So the evil thing are meant for sinner. You got to understand that. The evil thing are meant for the sinner, right? The sinner, the wicked. So when you see somebody going up doing some evil, hey, they're wicked. So that's the job. They have to do it, right? That's the job, to do evil, to sin. That's the job, right? You got to keep that in mind, right? You got to keep that in mind, brother and sister. You got to keep in mind, all right? Because watch this. It's like yesterday, I was going through the news yesterday, right? Because I got this app right here. You already know, right? Watch this. This happened. I can't remember the state, but I read the article yesterday, right? Watch this, man. Northern Kingdom, with all this dirty music that they be playing, man. Northern Kingdom, man. All of a sudden there was no music. All of a sudden, as soon as I'm getting ready to teach the Bible, guess what? They start playing music loud now. You see what I'm saying? That's why this place got to go, man. This place, you got to go. You see what I'm saying? And they know that I come out here to do the work of the Most High by now. They know, right? But I know they don't care, right? You know, that's the spirit of America, right? This is a store, you see what I'm saying? This is a store, this is a grocery store or a convenience store, you see what I'm saying, for Northern Kingdom. It's owned by a Chinese, you see what I'm saying? But who work right there? Mostly is what? People. It's Northern Kingdom, you already know, right? So, let's see this. Let's see this, right? That happened yesterday. That happened yesterday. So he wasn't a brother, right? Either he's Benjamin, Levi, or Judah. One of the other tribe, right? So the brother literally he got tossed from the, how do you call it? He got taken from the hospital and cast into the street, right? Because the Medicare won't cover him anymore. So Esau said, you know what, we're tired of this. They just took the brother and cast him on the street, man. I saw it yesterday, man. Right? I saw it yesterday, right? It's so sad. Very sad when I saw it, eh? The brother was almost like 68 years old, man. 68-year-old brother, right? You know, the brother, you know, I mean, that's what we tell you, man. When you trust in a system, that's what happens, man. When you trust in a system, that's what happens, right? Let me say, if I can put it out here, because I can research it too on this website. Let me see if I can research it, you know, because it's unbelievable, man. You know, it's unbelievable. Let me see. 68-year-old. 68 years old. 68 years old black man. Oh, black man. Right? Taken out of hospital. Right? And cast into the street. And drop in the street. Let's see. Maybe he's gonna show it to me. All right. Let's see. If I can get it, let me see. If I don't get it, you know, I'ma keep on moving. You know. So the brother, you know, he got jacked up, man. Esau ain't got no mercy. Esau, he ain't got no mercy. You gotta keep in mind. Esau don't have no mercy. I read that yesterday, I was like, wow. You see what I'm saying? It was so sad, man. Right now, I can't even look it up. But you know what? Once I find it, I'ma bring it out. Right? I'ma bring it out. It's a lot of evil happened, bro. Brothers and sisters, a lot of evil happened. So, let's get back to it. This is the book of Ecclesiastes, right? Chapter 39, man. Man, I heard this dirty music, man. This music, man, I get super tired of it, man. Like just dirty music, man. Right? And that's why people love to listen to Northern Kingdom, man. Right? That's right. It said, the principal things for the whole use of man's life are water. So the most I want to break it down, right? The most I want to break it down, because sometimes, guess what? We get under our skin, right? When some people, they want this, they want that, they want this. If they see somebody using something, then the next thing you realize they want the same thing too, right? There are people that are covetous, right? Are people that are covetous, right? We got to keep in mind that the Most High, He is against what? Covetousness. The Most High is against covetousness. The Most High is against it, right? Right? That's why we got to work our spirit. It's not because you see John using it, then you want to use. You see A, B, C, D using it, then you got to buy it and use the same thing. No, you don't have to, right? So the Most High is about to give us understanding. What are the main things that we need, right? He said the principal thing for the whole use of man's life are water. So we need water mainly, all right? To take shower, to cook, to wash your clothing, right? To do gardening, you know, to raise your flocks, you know, your bird thing, like we need, right? He said fire. So we need fire. What do you do with fire? You use fire to cook, right? Fire is the one allow you to cook. Whether you want to smoke something, you want to roast it, you want to fry it, you want to boil it, you want to steam it, whatever you need fire, all right? And with fire, you can make so many things, right? Fire allow you to work, you know, iron, you know, I'll say gold, you know, you can refurnish them, right? Make them look more, you know, more better, right? Let us continue. He said, iron. So iron, pretty much, what do you need iron for? You use iron to do a lot of things, right? Maybe to build houses, right? You use it to do so many things. You want to make like utensils for kitchen, for the house. You do so many things with iron, all right? And salt. So you keep in mind, we need salt, because without salt, guess what? There won't be no flavor, because the salt brings up, well, the flavor. Right? So the Most High has given us understanding the main thing that we need, mainly the so-called blacks, Latino, and Native Indian. Right? When you mix in the spirit, and you fear and you believe in the Most High, right? The Most High letting you know. The Most High letting you know. This is what we need mainly. The most thing that we need, these are the things that we need. All right? It's a flour of wheat. So you gotta understand the flour of wheat, right? We do need flour of wheat. What do you do with that? You make your bread. You make your unleavened bread. Maybe you wanna make fufu with it. Whatever you wanna do with it. All right? All right? Okay? You can make cake with it. You can bake some cake. You wanna make bread. Whatever you wanna make. All right? And you say honey, right? The honey, we need honey. Honey is the natural medicine, right? Right? Honey is the natural medicine that we all need. We use it for so many purposes, okay? Honey is used for so many purposes, to heal disease, you know, so many things you can do with it, all right? All right? So let's keep in mind, he said, honey, milk, right? We need a milk, right? We need milk, right? We need milk, right? So maybe you want to bake, you want to do anything with it, you want to drink it, you want to make butter, right? You want to make butter, you want whatever you want, you need milk, right? Let's continue to say, and the blood of the grape, which is wine, you gotta understand, and the blood of grapes. The blood of grapes is talking about, it's not talking about just the juice, it's talking about what? The wine, right? Wine is the blood of what? Of grapes, right? That's what the scripture is talking about, all right? Wine is the blood of what? Of grapes, right? Keep in mind, all right? And oil. So we need oil, right? We all need oil, right? For ointment, we need oil for cooking, we need oil on the salad, we need oil. You already know, maybe you want to grease something, right? You want to make something a little bit more smoother. You need oil for your lamp. You need oil for your lamp. You got to keep in mind, because in the kingdom, there won't be no electricity, all right? We will have natural electricity, natural one, all right? Keep in mind, natural electricity, keep in mind, all right? Okay, it said, and clothing. So we need, pray, man, that's all we need. That's all a righteous man needs. That's all. That's what a righteous man and a righteous sister, that's what we need mainly. All right? Let us continue. All these things, right? are for good to the godly, only unto the godly, only unto the godly, all right? Only unto the righteous, not to everybody, okay? You gotta understand. For a person who fears the Most High, who believes in the Most High and keep the commandment, all right? Guess what? The brother and the sister understand that the main thing that he or she need are these items that the Most High listed right here, right? Let's continue. He said, so to the sinner, they are turned into evil. So sinner is all evil. Why? Because they don't use it just for the proper thing. They want to do their own weakness. They want to do their own thing. They want to do their own thing unto the wicked. They want to do their own thing. They want to do their own thing. Right? Unto the wicked. They take hold on to everything. Right? That water used to be free. The wicked take it and start selling it. The wicked start selling water. Right? They start selling water. Right? I've seen like people being kind. I've seen in West Africa back in those days. Where my dad, he has a well in the house. My dad, he owns his own well. And we got people, they come from all over. Anywhere, any other houses, they come over to our house to get water. They draw water from the well. That's what we do. And they do it for free. We don't charge them. You see what I'm saying? Free of charge. We don't charge them. You see what I'm saying? We don't charge them. But what do you notice this day? Everything you got to pay for. Right? This thing used to be for good unto the righteous. But this day, what do you see? Unto the sinner. That's why you see Esau took over everything. Right? Anything you need, you got to pay for it. Right? The basics that this thing used to be one basic necessity unto man. Guess what? Some of them have become more privileged. Like olive oil. You go to any store, you take a small, I'll say, I don't know, maybe I'll say, let me see, for example, if you go in the store and you take any olive oil, that is, let me see this, how big is this, right? Right, anything that is like less than a liter, you can pay up to $8, right? $6 to $8. Back in those days, the olive oil, we had it in the backyard, we have it in the house. Because we raised up our own olive, we press our own, oil, we did everything. It was perfect. You see what I'm saying? But since we sin, guess what? The kingdom has been translated from us on to the other heathen. So Esau is the one that is in charge right now. He's the last kingdom to rule. He's the last one to rule on earth. Esau, Edom. That's it. Game over. All right, they don't break this down for you when you go worship your son on the sun worship day, right? But guess what? After Esau, game over. It's only the Israelite. All right? Only the Israelite will be the one ruling under who? Yahawashi, Mashiach, our king, right? Right, so you got to keep in mind. All these things are being turned into evil. All these things used to be good, being turned into evil. Right? Because the wicked is in the power, right? He said, so to the sinner, they are turned into evil. So, and that's what we see. You see, brother can kill brother over water. A brother can kill a sister over oil. All type of things, man. This thing used to be what? Good unto the righteous. But as of right now, it has been turned into what? Evil. Right? It's been turned into evil. All right? Verse 28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance. So you got to keep in mind. Right? The Most High letting us know. There are spirits that are created for vengeance. Vengeance. The Most High just want to avenge himself. The Most High created this spirit for a purpose. Now when you see somebody die, guess what? Hey, the Most High want them to die, man. The Most High want them to die. You got to understand. It has nothing to do with your emotion, how you feel, how I feel. It's not about that. Right? When you see some accident, right? Some like horrible accident. It's so graphical. Maybe the head of the person is cut off, is flying in the sky, whatever. Guess what? It's the Most High, man. The Most High moved the spirit. This spirit, that's what they do. Right? The Most High created them for that purpose. That's the job. That's the job of this spirit, right? They don't break this down for you when you go worship the sun, right? We're going to break it down a little bit for you. Right? Let's read it. He said, there be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in the fury lay on Saul's stroke. So you gotta understand, they lay on Saul's stroke, right? So that's why you can see a baby die, right? You see a 2 years old take a gun and shot his mother. Maybe 6 months or 6 years old take a gun and kill his father. You already know, right? The Most High set it up like that. The Most High wanted to go down like that, all right? All right, keep in mind, he said, in the time of destruction, right, they pour out their force. So this spirit, in the time of destruction, if the Most High want to destroy somebody, whether it be a man or a woman, whether it be of our nation or the heathen, all right? Let's see what this spirit do, right? Let's see. In the time of destruction, all right, they pour out their force. This spirit, they pour out their force. That's why you see a snake snatch a man and put him to death by him, right? Or maybe a man come across a lion, the lion tear him apart, or a man come across a bear. Hey, those are spirit, man. Those are spirit the Most High set on earth. That's why you see this thing happening. The Most High got to bring vengeance. You ain't keeping the commandment. You're doing wickedly, right? You're doing all type of evil. You don't believe in God. You don't have time for God, right? So what do you expect? You think it's all going to be like that? Your wickedness just going to continue every day like that? No, man. The Most High is so patient. But guess what? When your time comes up, you got to go, you got to go. You're going to get put to death. There's nothing you can do about it. There's nothing I can do about it. That's why we tell the brother, we tell the sister, repent and keep the commandment. Repent and keep the commandment. All right? Repent and keep the commandment. All you got to do is to repent and keep the commandment. All right? Let us continue. He said, in the time of destruction, they pour out the force and appease the wrath of him that made them. You see, they appease the Most High, man. I know a lot of people don't even understand this, man. They appease the wrath of him that made them. You got to understand what it means, all right? Because a lot of you out there, you don't understand the Bible, all right? A lot of you out there, this is a heavy saying right here. This is a heavy saying. You know what does it mean? Imagine if this spirit, they don't operate very quickly, guess what? The Most High can destroy the whole earth very fast. That's why this spirit, they're quick to go down on the earth and lay on people, men and women, what? Soul destruction. That's why, man. Because can you handle if the Most High send his anger or his wrath on the earth? Men cannot handle it, man. The Most High can quake and swallow the whole city and kill everybody. The Most High can do that. The Most High can do that. In a wink of eye, the Most High can quake the whole city, the whole country, and swallow everybody and put everybody to death, man. You gotta keep in mind. When you go back in the history, you go in the book of Genesis, right? In the time of Noah, what was happening? There was wickedness on the earth, man. There was wickedness on the earth. Right? Guess what? And the next thing you realize, the wrath of the Most High came down. The Most High killed everybody except what? 8 people, 8 persons. That's all. So you got to keep in mind that this spirit, they're working for the Most High. They're working for the Most High. They're working for the Most High. This spirit, they're working for the Most High. They're working for the Most High. That's why they kill. It doesn't matter, baby, grown-up man. That's what this spirit do. They kill people for God. Because evil on this earth is too much evil. People don't believe in God, right? People don't believe in God. They believe in the money. They believe in the money all day long. When it comes to money, you see them. When you say, oh, there is a party right here, they're going to come and line up. But when it comes to the Bible, God, they don't know God. So guess what? That's why people got to die, man. A lot of people got to die because this spirit, they come down to earth and they operate very fast before the anger of the Most High comes down. Because men cannot handle it. The anger of the Most High, we cannot handle it, man. The Most High thunder, guess what? The whole city can fall. If the Most High thunder, like you see a thunder go, hey, listen, million can die. The Most High is capable of doing that, right? That's why we don't want, this spirit to stop working. This spirit, they got to keep on working for the Most High. Why? Because you see wickedness on the earth, man. These things, they were made for the good. They were good. They are good unto the good, unto the righteous. But unto the wicked, guess what? They're turning into evils, right? So let's see. Let's see what's going to happen to them. He said, fire and hell. So when you see somebody get burned, right? When you see somebody get burned, whether it be his house, whether he be cooking in a restaurant and there's a fire, guess what? The Most High burn him, man. Those are the spirit, man. They burn you. Maybe you frying your chicken or you frying your lamb or whatever, and all of a sudden you have oil flip over and pour on you. Guess what? You get burned. Guess what? That's the Most High, man. It's judgment. That's what the Most High call vengeance, judgment. That's why we tell the brother, you don't have to do anything. You don't need no gun. We tell the brother, because a lot of our people, you out there, you buying gun. Some of you pile up on a bullet. All these things. What is that going to do for you? Your gun won't be able to save you. Right? What I'm reading to you, the Most High got so many arsenals. What if the Most High set fire over your house? Would you take your gun and shoot the fire? Would you do that? That's about the Most High saying hell. Hell over the whole city to kill everybody. Would you shoot the hell? Would you grab all your gun and start shooting the hell? Because a lot of you rely on the gun. You think the gun is going to save you. The gun won't save you. It will not save you. The only person that will save you is who? The Most High through Yahawashi, man. That's all. Game over. Don't waste your time. Don't waste your energy. Don't do that. Don't do foolishly. Don't do it, man. You see, fire. If fire take over your house and you got 27 guns, what would you do with your gun? What would your gun be able to do to the fire, man? Use common sense. Use common sense, all right? Right? Let's suppose there is a gas pipe, right? That busted out. And you got gas leaking all over the place. What would you do? Would you take your gun and shoot the gas? Guess what? Actually, you set up the fire. You see what I'm saying? That's why you got to make sure that you keep in the commandment of the Most High. You got to make sure you keep in the commandment. Don't be proud. Don't be cocky. Because at the end of the day, you're going to die. You see what I'm saying? You're going to die. That's right, King. Right? That's right, King. That's right, King. All praises, all praises, all praises. Right? All praises. Shalom, King. Shalom, ya. Shalom, ya. Right? Right? That's the point. Our people, right? They rely on this stuff. They trust in this and that. No, man. Because the Most High got so many weapons. The Most High got so many swords. The disease. So many things the Most High got. Right? These are spirit the Most High designed in the beginning. And the job is to destroy. All they do is destruction. Right? And we're going to show it. Right? Let's really say fire and hell and famine. Don't you see they say a lot of people die? Usually what do they say? They only say that it's in Africa there is famine. Guess what? A lot of people here in America, they're dying because of food. A lot of people here in this country, since this agenda have started, guess what? A lot of people, they don't eat properly the way they used to eat. Because the paycheck is